Oh, did you fix my Skype? Everything is good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Make sure to switch the overlay when we get in game.
Yeah, this dude, STARBOW's completely balanced. This is 100% balance ratio.
Of course, STARBOW's balanced. What do you think?
Terran
We
always
make
wins.
an unbalanced game? What are you talking about? So, in the bottom left corner, if you are in the game now, we have in the blue colors up 1-0 Axiom's Ryung.
And at the top right, we have Acer INnoVation. He's down 0-1, but he's a pretty vicious player, man.
Yeah, this is a best of 7. Anything can happen still. And they're playing on Circuit Breaker, which is a map that is quite similar, in my opinion, to the last map on Fighting Spirit. And the losers do pick the map, so this is INnoVation's choice in TVT. Not quite sure why he would choose this, but at this point, a lot of maps will be played regardless. Like at least 4 maps will be played out of the 7. So it doesn't matter that much which maps they pick at the moment.
And Electric Circuit, a lot of this map plays so differently just because the geometry of the map is so different from the usual like Fighting Spirit destination. That sort of thing. Yeah, Circuit Breaker, this map. And it's interesting how it applies to TVT, where it doesn't apply so hard to TVT because it's very drop-based right now.
Yeah.
At least how they're playing it right now.
Ooh, and INnoVation again going for the quick command center, and Ryung again seems to go for the barracks into command center because he's not taking his gas.
Yeah,
Also,
Ryung's gonna take a CC.
Did you remember to set up like the best of 7 thing in Hearthstone?
Best of 7? Yeah. Game Heart.
Oh yeah, you have it now. Sorry, I was just the Twitch delay.
Get with the
Never mind.
time, Cepheus.
I should. It's just hard to see into the future. That's the problem. Awesome. So we have the exact identical builds for last game, from last game. So we'll see what happens. I really want to see some of them change it up with some 2 factory early vulture pressure or some bio play or something.
2 racks INnoVation.
Ooh, yes! I love you, INnoVation. I want him to win this game now.
I don't. Does he even know there's Marauders?
Oh, he does.
Okay.
I watched INnoVation playing versus Ryung in the groups when both streams were going, and he beat Ryung with Marine Marauder Vulture composition, if I remember correctly. I didn't see the whole game with high details.
Lucky
but
INnoVation gets the read off of Ryung's SCV scouting pattern, knows immediately where his opponent is.
That was actually quite nice. And here we go. And Ryung sees the double barracks. How does he respond? How do you respond to bio play as a Terran player? Maybe I shouldn't ask you that question.
Unless he's going Reapers, then build Marines and bunkers against early fast bio. Just build your own Marines.
And actually vultures are really good versus Marines.
If you can get them up. If it's that fast. Right, he took his CC, so it's not too pressing. But if you went like 1 base, 2 racks, then that's more scary to be banking on a factory. Yeah.
But like you said, if you can get vultures speed up, speed vultures are very effective versus bio, and of course with mines as well. But once the marauders are there, it's gonna be a little more tricky. I guess the vultures counter the. Well, the Marauders kind of counters both the Vultures and the Siege Tanks in a way, but not like directly. But what I'd love to see too is, well, I don't think that's
I would say they don't even counter them. I would say that they counter them by just going around them and attacking weak spots, attacking isolated units.
Yeah. Now, if INnoVation knew about the Ghost ability, I don't know if he does, but the Ghost has an ability that unsieges Siege Tanks and disables units and slows them down and whatnot. It's called Shock. And mixing in a couple of Ghosts with a bio push early on can be devastating to a Terran who thinks he's safe with Siege Tanks. I've seen it happen before many times, and it's incredibly effective. So, but I don't know if they know about all of these STARBOW special things.
Ryung's going to be doing pretty much the same thing he was doing last time, it looks like. Just getting your factories, your siege tanks. Ooh, Vulture speed, so he's going to be starting out with some Vultures, probably mines as well. And that will be a better thing to do against bioplay, is getting straight into fast spider mines to compete against your opponent's mobility. So that could be interesting. And a starport. Then I wonder, maybe he's going to go Banshee instead of Dropship immediately.
He gets this, barely gets it scanned. We have Marauders coming out now, and Stim coming out. I think actually range is better than Stim versus Mech, just because when you Stim, you lose your units so much quicker to Vultures. They get 2-shotted instead of 3-shotted because Marines are 45 lives there instead of 40 like they are in Brood War.
Both players know basically what each other are doing. They both know that, like Ryung, sorry. Ryung knows that his opponent is bio. INnoVation knows that his opponent has got a starport up and a factory.
Well, a lot of Marauders coming out from INnoVation. He is going all okay. He's getting the factories, getting double engineering, but he's going to stay with bio, ladies and gentlemen. INnoVation is going to try and make bio work in STARBOW, and here comes the push. No dropship yet. No, I was going to say Vultures or anything, but he. Just pushing out with the bio force. We got mines coming up now. Mines can do a number on bio if bio doesn't see them, but if he scans and sees them, they shut down.
As long as they're on A move, tighter clumps of bio will be relatively okay at actually defusing mines without even needing to scan. Just because the Marines shoot them immediately, just like in Brood War. But if few mines, clumped up mines, they hit a couple of Marines, and then you might be a little more screwed. But yeah. But he does have scan. This is, oh god, there's no tanks to fight against this. This bio is just crushing through. Target firing down all the SCVs.
Killing the SCVs, yeah. And there's nothing on the way for Ryung. Like, sure, he can hold this with the bunker indefinitely, almost, but he doesn't have anything. He's just gonna lose a lot of SCVs.
He's no longer targeting down SCVs anymore. And INnoVation, he's just losing too much stuff. The bunker is held for far too long.
There's a drop in INnoVation's main base. In the meantime, Ryung dropping Vultures, killing a lot of workers there, but there's some Marauders there to fend it off.
They're so good against Vultures.
I think that was why INnoVation wasn't paying attention to his main force, just dying to the bunker there.
Yeah, he did pick off some workers.
They wow! Killed 10 workers each.
Identical. Oh, man.
What is it with these two players? Everything they do, no matter how different it is, just turns out to be the same.
Like the same net result of
like we have almost identical worker count. We have almost identical supply and army supply, and yeah, well, you know what? TVT seems pretty balanced.
Nah, no.
We managed to balance TVT this Emperor Skull. That's not bad.
Well, I think that would have gone a lot differently if Ryung had siege tanks up, like a single siege tank up on the high ground. That would have been a way different story.
It also would have gone a lot differently if INnoVation had pulled back his units as they were starting to die to that bunker a little bit earlier.
Or kept targeting down SCVs.
Yeah, and now we have the dropship again in the main base. And perfect timing for Ryung because INnoVation, of course, doing the same thing and dropping, so he doesn't have that many units there. But there are the mines, and they're gonna go off. No, they're
so scary.
So close. Oh, so scary. And you're like kissing that mine, but there we go. Dropship's gonna get safely away, and we need to see some Vikings on the field at some point. And there we go, INnoVation actually making a Viking to make sure he can kill that pesky dropship. There's a bio.
Ignite into the main of Ryung. What can INnoVation get done? Oh man, he walks into the main and walks to the natural, and these Vultures are keeping step. The tanks have no problem keeping step. He's just gonna run out. Too much defense in the main and the nat, so he's gonna back off.
I think there's something crazy with my resolution because these dropships was driving off my screen, but luckily got back into
Ooh, and in the main another drop by Ryung. Oh, the Vultures are taking down the SCVs, getting targeted fire. Oh, that's a lot of damage, and the Marauders are just not cleaning it up quickly enough.
Yeah, Ryung, unfortunately, showing that, you know, maybe mech is better than bio. No, I actually don't mind mech being better than bio, but I like that people try to make bio work. Even though I'm not a huge bio fan, especially not from StarCraft 2, but bio in STARBOW is slightly different, especially when you get the ghosts and the medics and the medic shield in there. But, you know, I don't know if INnoVation knows about all these abilities that could actually help his gameplay at the moment, I feel.
Really even worker count, god.
And pretty much the same supply as well.
Synchronized StarCraft.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, you have the synchronized swimming and stuff, and these are doing synchronized StarCraft. It's a new Olympic sport. Ryung also has a base done, but he hasn't lifted it and landed it yet. He's making it into orbital, while INnoVation has landed his and is starting on his supply depot wall. Ooh, Spider-Man! No.
Nope, he's on a move, he's fine.
Oh,
except
he's gonna
those,
kill
those
one.
poor two Marauders.
Oh, one of them died.
Look at this really wide. Okay, he's just regrouping. Clearing out some mines, taking some open field map control.
Ooh,
really
another
nice.
mine. Nope.
Generally, I assume that Bio's going to kill mines if they're in a decent bit of clump.
Yes, but
only-
I always...
It's scary.
feel like,
It's scary, but
yeah, it's like every
it's
time
really not.
it's like so incredibly close.
if they were goons, I'd be like, oh my god.
Good job on
They
that
don't have
mine
an
though, December
observer.
Scum. They even derped the same way they derped in Brood War. It's amazing how you managed to get that into this mod.
I try.
So we... oh, you did a good job. So we got the supply depot wall up. No, it's not.
Well, it's okay. There's some Marauders to help defend, but he's going to lose some workers. That third will help INnoVation a lot
Pull
since
back
he's going by.
all of his units. He didn't have to do that, I feel. And I think INnoVation is looking to take a fourth base, and Ryung might be... No, he's just landing his third. So INnoVation, I think, is a little bit ahead, but on the other hand, Bio is... Like, you usually need more minerals and gas in general to go for Bio than you would for Mech. And Bio can reproduce a lot faster than Mech can. And guess what's in the production tab?
What?
A battle cruiser for INnoVation.
Terran
Doesn't get
vehicle
any better
and
than
ship
this.
weapons on the way. Battle cruiser by INnoVation. What?
2 more
Jumping
starports
the
on the way.
gun.
Has Ryung seen this? He does not know. The fusion core has not done its dance yet. Well, it doesn't say that it has any upgrades. Maybe the upgrades are already done on the fusion core. We'll have to see when this battlecruiser comes out. Now, the battlecruiser in STARBOW has a second ability that it doesn't normally have in StarCraft 2, and it's called a warp drive. It's almost like a blink ability, but it costs energy.
Oh yeah, if you played the HOTS campaign, it's in the campaign when the space missions jumping around.
Yes, we did that. We put that in STARBOW. So, or Kibel did, I guess you would say, and it's a lot of fun. You can blink micro battle cruisers.
That sounds so
the warp
broken
drive-
if you just say it like that.
It
You can
sounds
blink
so-
micro
it's-
battle cruisers.
It's
yeah.
not that broken. It costs a lot of energy, which means you don't have as much Yamato gun, but you can
Yeah.
save battle cruisers in tricky situations. And of course it has, it takes a little bit longer to activate. It's a little more clumpy of an ability than blink, and it can only warp drive in the direction that you think. So,
Ooh.
but still
Ryung
very
gets a few
ability. Oh, he
workers.
got to erase that supply depot. He doesn't, and the water slipped into the main base and the natural of
Oh,
INnoVation.
he's just gonna be
That's
so annoying with mines on
huge.
the
He
production
needs to
line.
defend with the battle cruiser. But he's moving it away. He doesn't want it to be spotted. And it's still not... Well, he's seen the fusion core, but we need that for upgrades anyway. Oh, now he sees all those starports. And he's like, hey, wait, what's going on here?
Oh, INnoVation tried to hide it, but Ryung catches
And
on.
already we have 4 Goliaths in production from Ryung. After him.
You're breaking up, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Oh,
So
am I back
the
now?
vulture play of Ryung has just been so good, and 38 workers killed. Where because Ryung has been so tightly clustered with his mech, he just hasn't been very vulnerable to big mech play, or at least there hasn't been enough drop ships that he could just like get a big mech drop, a big bio drop anywhere. Oh,
No.
Ryung. Oh man, Vikings don't counter battle cruisers like Vikings hard counter them in SE2. They are more light anti-air support with a little bit of splash damage. They're more mobile, where Goliaths are your go-to anti-big unit, like your anti-battle cruiser, your anti-carrier sort of unit. So he is getting more of those. So maybe the Vikings are just purely for drops, because if you do shut down like bio drops, then the mobility of bio is drastically hampered.
Actually losing some units to the mines now. Can you hear me, or how am
Yeah,
I
I
doing?
can hear you.
Okay, so I'm curious to see how many battles once you get up to 40.
Ah, now you're breaking up. God damn it. Sorry, you're in Norway.
I think it's because when the game is noisy, I pick up. So it's a problem we had with Supernova Maniac yesterday.
Alright, there's a bit more of vulture harassment. Yeah, that was unexpected. Ryung harassed with vultures? TVT? No. Oh, what is the workers killed? 49, up to 49 workers killed. And, oh, I don't want control I want I. But he has been doing a pretty good job at getting more SCVs, but he's fighting bio versus mech. So he is down on the unit's loss. He is not fighting cost efficiently compared to his opponent. He needs to either have a better economy or take better fights for this bio to really take into effect.
Now we got Yamato gun up, and we have the warp drive up.
Dude, I want a Yamato gun.
Oh, Yamato cannon. Okay, sorry. So, what?
I just felt like a Yamato gun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say your mama gun or something like that.
Your mama gun. It's an interesting phrase.
Yes, we have a planetary fortress here, but it's gonna go down pretty quickly.
There's no defense here. He's just gonna break it.
He has to activate it. Does he know that he has to activate the planetary?
There we go. There's the full DPS of that bio army. Oh man, there's so much stuff.
He knows that he has to activate a planetary for it to shoot. Ryung.
Oh, but he was distracted at 12. God, Ryung's vultures are so damn good.
When do we ever learn that we can't just watch one engagement without anything else going on at the same time? This is crazy.
Never. Brain doesn't work like that.
You know what you do if you have vultures in your mineral line? You send the battle cruiser to defend.
Or just keep one there, just hang him out, and you know the vultures are gonna come eventually.
Defending battle cruiser, but I don't know why he keeps pulling back his whole army every time 3 vultures come by.
Yeah, that is a bit sloppy. And that lets, this huge army of Ryung. That might have just costed the game if he wasn't able to delay Ryung's push out. There's so many tanks out here, there's so many Goliaths. And he's going to be able to siege close to his opponent's base as opposed to being stuttered out and staggered out. He gave up all of that open ground, all of that middle space for free. Without making a fight for it.
Transfer, but here we go. We do not want to attack the siege position with bio. It's just the worst idea possible.
And can these battle cruisers, plus the Vikings, plus the Marauders, can he win the air fight, and then the battle cruisers would be able to clean up the tanks?
It's very interesting to see if he's going to use the warp drive on the battle cruiser. I don't know if he even knows that it exists. I guess he sees the icon, but he doesn't understand. Oh, it's just moving all the Marauders into enemy fire. There we go. He's finally attacking. What's that information there?
And the battle cruisers, I mean, the investment in that, is it worth it at this point whenever Ryung has so many Goliaths? The bio has to kill basically all the Marauders to make it worth it. I
think the bio has extended its war time. I think the mech transition should have happened a while ago, and it just didn't. He did for the battle. He went for the battle cruiser transition instead. And I think INnoVation now is slowly falling forward. He was maxed out not too long ago versus a like 170, 180 Ryung, and he could have done something. But now it seems a little bit too.
Your Skype just cuts out randomly, regardless of noise level. Oh, that's very sad. Anyways, so Marauders are moving along to the bottom right, going to attempt to counter this bottom right expansion and take up a position, defend the 3 o'clock base, and ooh, he scans an entire army at his front door. He's going for a counterattack at the 6.
Yamato gun going off.
There's just too much stuff to Yamato.
Is it better now with my voice?
Yeah, but I mean, just randomly, I think due to latency or Skype being Skype, it'll cut out.
But actually, INnoVation did manage to pick off a base of Ryung again now.
Yeah, but Ryung took the mineral only of INnoVation.
Yeah, and he's taking this 3 o'clock position as well. And INnoVation as well not activating his plunder. There we go, finding the button there to activate it. It's gonna shoot down a couple of Goliaths before it goes down. The Marauders have to head out of there now. There's a lot of siege tanks in Ryung's natural. And this base from INnoVation will go down. See if he can make something work with these battle cruisers. Ooh, the Vikings flying straight into Viking fire, and
Goliath has Viking Goliath fire. Oh,
needs to drive micro the battle cruisers.
He's trying to make something happen with the battle cruisers, but obviously there's just way too many Goliaths.
Doesn't know about the warp drive. Oh, it drives me nuts. I would have loved it. Would have been very effective to micro out.
Spend all of his energy on Yamato.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no! And the Bio Marauder Force got caught out.
Oh,
Has to GG
actually,
up.